Following their enforced 2-year absence from the scene due to legal wranglings, Germany's Helloween have returned with their 4th studio album, curiously entitled Pink Bubbles Go Ape. The band invited MXS down to London's Rainbow Theatre to take a behind-the-scenes look at the filming of their new video.
I think since the last album and the new one, there's a very big gap in between. So we used the time to relax, think about things, writing songs and everything, but basically we had to, had to get things straight, on the management side, record company side, things like that. And the magazines and everybody else used the time for rumors and stuff like that. Nothing is true. It's all lies. All lies. And we're happy to be back, actually. The problems the band went through on the personal side, on the business side, it's very good for creative, to be creative, for creativity. For creator. It's very good, actually, because, when you're frustrated or something like that, it's a strength. You can use it positive. A negative vibe. You can put it in a song, and in the end, you can have a very, very, very strong attitude, that song in the end. So we did that. The album title is Blue Quarters Go Mad. No,
Fat Pebbles Grow Grape.
No, it's Pink Bubbles Go Ape. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Pink Bubbles Go Ape. And the story behind that was that Mike and I... Well, what it means, I don't know what it means. I mean, it means quite a lot. It means, basically it means, pink bubbles go ape. But it could also mean that illusions blow up or, things like that. And I was just thinking about it and felt like we don't want to do this typical
heavy
metal stuff again. It's fucking boring. So
I thought we were heavy metal.
I was supposed to be a pop group.
Yeah.
I thought about it must be something really stupid. Something really stupid, something like Pink Bubbles or anything like that. And then he said, hey, it's a good idea.
Wait, what the next one will be called?
Yeah, but it's not enough. Yeah, Pink Bubbles, what could they do then? And then I said, Pink Bubbles Go Wild. And he said, no.
Or crazy.
And then he said, what about nuts? Pink Bubbles Go Nuts?
Or banana.
Yeah, that's good, but nuts is another cliche. And then we had Pink Bubbles Go Ape. Yeah, that's it. That's how it came together. Just it's just. But in the end, when you see the title and you see what happened and you see the songs and the lyrics in the songs, it fits. You understand what it actually means.
You always
listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, it's in the lyrics.
It's in the lyrics, isn't it?
Got to bear in mind that even Storm understood that, and he really made something out of it. That means he understood it a lot better than we did, because we really didn't mean anything with that. And so he finally put up certain things, like, this could be something like that, and the guy with the X on his eyes, what he made out of it.
You want to do that again?
Yes,
yeah. Okay, and again, please. Yeah. All right, I think that, John, did you want to say it?
He wants to just do it.
Yeah. Okay, quickly then, same mark.
I don't think that there's any chapter close or anything like that. I think the new album sounds pretty rough. It sounds much more rough than the ones in between Walls of Jericho and that one. There was never a plan. I think some of the songs on the new album aren't that different to Walls of Jericho. So it's just a natural development that happened. But it's not like, that was too heavy, we're not doing that anymore. We just do what we want. And the next record, I think, will be much more different than the new one is to the ones before. That's what I think, because I already have some songs done.
Sorry.
I think that will be. But on that album and on the other records, we never really thought about, we have to go commercial or anything like that. And if you're listening to a song like Ride the Sky, and compared to I'm Alive or Eagle Fly Free or Someone's Crying on the new record, it's the same thing still. It's not that different. It sounds better. And it is better, but it's just development, okay? And the first plan was actually to produce with Chris, and Nigel Green should mix the album. That was the first plan. But Nigel Green was still working with Bryan Adams by that time. There was no end inside. So in the end, he mixed it, and I'm very happy with how it turned out to be. We wanted to replace Kai just from the start, so we choose a guy who's able to write songs. And we wanted somebody we don't have to think about. if he can write songs and things. Like we checked him out before, and it was fun. And so he did 4 songs by himself. You know, maybe I did some lyrics sometimes, but the songs is his job, and he proved what he can do, and everybody can hear what he can do.
Listen to my songs.
It's not like that he can't do it or anything like that. He can really do it, and he's a very very big gain, I think, for the band. I mean, you know, Kai has been grown up in this band as well as everybody does. So there is, you know, some things you can hear on his record which sounds like Helloween, because he was a part of Helloween, and he was a part of the sound of Helloween as well, which we don't lose. We haven't lost that or something like that. But I mean, he's just doing what he feels. So that's the same what we do, but we feel quite the same because we have been together for a while. Kids of the Century is the first song on the album. And I think we've just chosen that song because we felt like it's a good first video. It's not too wimpy, you know, it's not too heavy. It is a bit different, but not too different, it just fits. But I wrote that song, I think 2.5 years ago, or 2 years ago. So I'm not completely in that same mood when I wrote now. That's how I was when I wrote that song. But it's basically, by that time I was pretty pissed about the young people today. Because, you know, they just care. Some of them just care about fucking money and things like that. This yuppie thing and everything, and they feel like they're not responsible for anything. And that's you know, when I try to remember it, that's what this song is all about the kids today. It was just thoughts, but it's basically all the problems in there, you know, in short things. And it's like, the chorus goes like, "You are the kids of the century, we're lost in our games, the time for the memories, we live in the hate. And it wasn't our fault, everything's done, mum, we fall." And then I say, sometimes I don't want to fall.
I jumped over the monitor cabinet and went straight in a hole. I mean, the stage were just falling. Suddenly I had no button under my feet again, and it was terrible. It felt like I'm just falling straight to hell. And when I came out, I just felt like I had a helping hand over me. That's actually all I feel.
Wow, that was lucky. Very lucky. Look at that nail.
Sorry, Andy.
Okay, Jono, I think maybe what we should do, you may want to call it a day.
The more money you spend on making a video, if you get a guy like Storm, he's pretty crazy, but very good. You know, when you get a guy like that, he's trying to do things special, and that takes time and it takes more work than it actually does standing in the forest and singing to a tree. But in the end, they look better as well, so it's worth the pain, I think. I think, you know, the band didn't really think about where to do the video. You know, the management just made the things up. We did not care that much about that. So, but I think they choose that place, and they choose England because they've got loads of professional people around that they know they're good, and they just wanted to have it good without any trouble. The first thing that smells a bit like live, because it's a stage and it's light and smoke, but we haven't been on stage since 2 years, so we have to get back. But it's cool. We don't know how we'll look in the end, but we'll all see and wait. And I'll go and do it now, so I'm off. Okay. Bye.